Imagine, if you will, a world where the Fromark Plays show is recorded in front of a live studio microphone. Hey folks, and welcome to the fifth and the final part of the Donkey Kong Country playthrough, where we're rocking some alliterations here in the home stretch as we're in the Chimp Caverns. And this level here in the Chimp Caverns is tanked up trouble. Now honestly folks, this level's not too bad. It's probably the easiest level here in the home stretch, but it's got that gimmick that kind of drags it out, where you got to get all these little fuel barrels here. And if you don't get those, it's an insta-death. So you definitely want to keep this thing moving on the track here, and hopefully get through here without too many issues. Hopefully I can record the final part of this playthrough without any issues, because I do want to point out that recording parts 1 through 3 went pretty smooth, because I recorded all those in a single day sitting. But then when it came time to record part 4, I had issues with the microphone and the computer kept crashing. And by the time I got that fourth part done, I didn't have a backup copy of it saved. And I lost that part whenever I was moving stuff over to the SD card. The card decided it was going to format itself that day. So I lost part 4, and then the part 5 I had recorded just whoa. That somehow I managed to get that fuel barrel. I don't know how I just did that. But yeah, I lost the part 4, and then the part 5 I had recorded wasn't one of my finer moments, so it was good to just scrap it up, those two, and start over. But yeah, I want to point out, if I didn't already, that I use 2 different computers whenever it comes time to make these Let's Plays. I've got one that's got my capture card hooked up to it, and I record all the gameplay off of, while the other one is like my primary workstation computer. It's got my Sony Vegas on it, it's got the microphone hooked up to it, and so a fun fact about that microphone: I didn't use it once to record vocals on my EP Electric Moses. I just recorded all those with my phone because I didn't want to keep peeking the microphone. Because while this is a good microphone, it's really easy to run into that issue. It's more so for like recording commentary, podcasts kind of stuff. And plus you don't want to like belt into it anyway. But yes, so the computer the computer that's got Vegas hooked up to it, as well as the mic. Oof. If I would have just waited, I could have got my Rhino dude back there. But no, I have some issues with that one computer, because I've had it for like 3 years, and well, it's just old. And it crashes a lot, and a couple of the keys don't work on it anymore, and sometimes when I try to restart it, it'll just make loud, angry beeping sounds back at me instead of functioning. Okay, so instead of dying in the same spot, I was able to get the Rhino dude back, and all is well. But yeah, whenever Taxmas rolls around, I would definitely be getting another laptop. Taxmas is when tax season comes. It's like a second Christmas, because it's basically what it is. The government gives us back our money once a year, and well, as long as you don't like owe them money. God, I feel sorry for people who owe them money. I hope that never happens to me. If you are listening, government, please no. No, please don't. Man, I'm not getting any of those friggin' bananas. Okay, cool. Hey, I got an extra life. I love these bonus areas. I can't stress that enough. Easily my favorite. Okay, this might be a trouble spot. I'm not even going to risk it for the bananas there. Ooh. I don't even think DK can jump on those dudes. Like, I think they're ones that, like, bounce you back. Like the fat ones do with the helmets. Oh, wait, no, you can. Just need one more banana and we'll have another extra life here. But yeah, if I have more lives than I did between if I have more than I did in part 4, it's because I actually lost the save state after I recorded part 4, so that just adds a little bit more to the fun. A lot of fun stuff happens behind the scenes here at Fromark Industries. More alliterations as we go to the Misty Mine, and one thing I did not notice. Well, I don't know if it shows up in playback or not, but this level, I think because of the HD converter box I have hooked up to my Wii, makes the fog look a little weird and puts these weird wavy lines in it that show up. Like those, I don't know if that shows up on the playback or not, but it's definitely an issue on my TV. Ooh. Bonk, 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 bonk. Ah, damn it. If I would have bonked that one, I would have got an extra life. It's a pretty cool thing that you can show off, and maybe if I end up dying in this level, I'll show it off. But hopefully that doesn't happen. Those blue dudes there in the barrels, they're not so nice. They don't vomit bananas. They're not helpful. They're just annoying. Whoa. Bonk. Heck yeah, we'll get through here pretty easily, and we'll get on with the next challenge. Loopy Lights. And this is actually a level I'm glad I got to re-record, because when I recorded part 5 initially, it was where I was gonna end the it was where I was gonna end the part for the final part, because of the save point after this, but I was having all kinds of trouble with this level, so I'm glad I got the chance to redo this. Because like I said, the original part 5 is just not my better moments. I recorded it in a pretty heavy time crunch, and it just didn't turn out too good. I wonder if anybody else out there has ever done that thing where in certain levels where they kind of have darkness, or they just turn, did any of y'all ever crank the brightness up on your old CRTs back in the day so you could see what's going on in the level? Because I always did that with this level. But yeah, if I'm not currently saying a whole lot, I'm just really dead focused on getting through here. Because like I said, this is one of the tougher levels for sure. And since I'm Diddy Kong, I don't know that I'll be able to get through. Well, since I'm just Diddy Kong, I don't know if I can. Hey, I did it. Those barrels always get me. Well, almost always. But heck yeah. So we'll move on from the Loopy Lights. And we're going to go down here to the platform Perils, which is actually the next to last level. That's right, there's only 3 levels left, folks. This playthrough, we're almost done here. Now, this level ain't too bad itself. It's just, there's a couple of annoying parts as far as the enemy placement goes. Ah! Yeah, I would definitely say the enemy placement's probably the worst part about this. Man, I really can't wait to have that Electric Moses EP out and ready for everybody. Like, it's been really fun to put everything together and get everything ready. And I gave out... Ah, damn it! I gave out 10 copies, 10 early copies of it on CD. I just made up for some close people, and everybody who I've given them to so far said a lot of good things. It's really encouraging stuff. So it makes me feel like this project turned out a lot better than I expected it to, and hopefully I can follow it up with something not too long after. Oh. Oh, come on, that's bullshit. I can't even get to the fucking checkpoint. I just want to get to the fucking checkpoint at this point, man. I hate this fucking level. Honestly, I do. I don't like this level. As it's pretty much just a annoying buffer in between the end of the game and... But I mean, I get it. It's supposed to be difficult since it's pretty close to the end, but... I'm really excited for the next playthrough. I can't wait to get to it. And that's my biggest thing. It's like, every time I get to the end of a playthrough, my mind immediately starts thinking about the next one. And so it kind of makes it a little difficult, because I want to finish one game before I move on to another. It's only fair. Whoa! Oh man, that would have been incredible. Could you imagine if I would have actually saved that? That would have been badass. Bonk. Le bonk. Le bonk. At least I'm at the checkpoint and I still have 3 lives. So this isn't... I'm not out yet. Bonk. The important thing most of all is that I made it to the checkpoint. And I think this is going to be good this time, because I know I'm coming up to the end of this. Ah, what the f was that? Honestly, that was pretty stupid. I don't know how I managed to do that. I guess, I don't know. Whoa, that was cool. I saved that one at least. Like I said though, not out of it yet, and it doesn't really matter if I burn up all my lives at the tail end of the playthrough, just as long as I beat the game. As long as I have enough to make it to the end. Which I'd say we good now. Whoa, that's cool. I should not have gotten a second chance there. But hey, you know what that means? That's it, folks. Well, that's it as far as the basic levels go. And oh god, I've been looking forward to this bastard. He is annoying. He's the reskinned boss from World 2, but the thing about him this time around is a little bit harder to hit, and when he launches his projectiles, they're very hard to deal with. I'm not so worried about that death there because I'm glad that happened because I can go back and get the Diddy Kong barrel. It's easier to hit him, of course, when he's lower, when he's closer to the ground. But when he gets really high up like that, it's more so just a matter of dodging him. But it looks like I delivered that final bonk. That was the final bonk. And the reskinned boss from World 2 is no more. And guess what, folks? This is the final boss of the game. This is the final level. We've made it. After all that time, all this grinding. This is the King K. Rool battle. It's actually a lot less challenging than I initially remember it. I mean, yeah, well, that's probably not good. Don't get me wrong, it's still a mildly challenging battle. But it's definitely a lot easier to do than it was the first time around. Ooh. I don't really remember the first time I beat this game exactly. I know it was probably when I first had it. Yeah, just dodge another row of these cannonball. I like that in Donkey Kong Country 2, the first level in the game actually picks back up in this ship. But that is a really nice, like, tie-in. Oh yeah, and if you're thinking that was it, no. This is just a fake out. Which it's a pretty nice little fake out. The credits start rolling and it actually kind of gets you thinking that you're done. But then no. It's just King K. Rool screwing with you. The end? Is that the end? Oh no, damn it. It's okay, it's okay. I've got one final life here to make it happen. Oh, I'm screwed. I'm screwed. I'm in danger. But maybe not. I would easily say this is my second favorite song in the DKC 1 soundtrack. Seems like it'd be a really fun song to play on guitar. Nah, my most favorite song in the soundtrack is the Jungle Hijinks from 1-1. I like that the way the percussion builds into, and the beat starts getting thicker, and then it goes into that bum 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 bum. Well, you know. Oh, he doesn't do the fake out there. Whoa. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh god, oh man, oh god, I just did it. I beat Donkey Kong Country, bitches. That's it. That's the end of Donkey Kong Country. Well done, Donkey, my boy. Who has thought a young whippersnapper like you, okay, boomer, could have beaten that bunch of no-good kremlings? You've made an old man proud. Go and look in your hoard, and I think you'll be in for a surprise. If I'd been playing, I'd have found everything. I'm sure there must be some bonus rooms you haven't found. Yeah, I don't care. I beat the damn game. Yeah, the banana horde from way earlier at the beginning is now filled with bananas. And folks, that's the end of Donkey Kong Country. I'm so glad that I was able to play yet another classic favorite of mine. And yet another iconic gaming classic that you couldn't not play if you're doing a Let's Play channel. I mean, there's no reason why you couldn't do this one. It's fun, it's not easy, but if you've played it enough, if you've played it enough, like any game, you can do a playthrough of it. But if you're not wanting to do a playthrough and you actually want to play this game, I definitely recommend it. Also, I like how there's like a little roll call of all the characters at the bottom. Chomps. Calambo. Squidge. Okay. The Kremlings. These are like all the big bad guys, right? Yeah, I hate those things. Those things aren't really that bad. I like those when they spit the bananas at you. I forgot all about those. Enough time had passed in between recording parts that I had actually forgot about a lot of stuff that I recorded. Maybe one of these days I'll actually do some like live stream stuff. I would love to do some live streams one of these days, but I have to get my own place with internet first. And there's King K. Rool. I know a lot of fans of the Smash Brothers community wanted King K. Rool in one of the Smash games for a long time. Though, I can't remember if he's in the new one on the Switch or not. Because I don't really play a lot of Smash Bros. Though I at least got Melee on the GameCube. Oh yeah, apparently there's a mode really early in Donkey Kong Country where you could play as the old dude Cranky Kong. Now, I don't know if there's actually any proof of that or not, but yeah, I guess in early versions they say that he was a playable character really early on, or at least intended to be a playable character. But yeah, so in Donkey Kong Country 2, Donkey Kong he's not a playable character. As in the second one, Diddy Kong is. The sequel is more so about him, as it's called Diddy's Kong Quest. I used to think it was called Diddy Kong's Quest, but I see what they were getting at there. It's like a lame pun. Kong Quest, Conquest. Funny monkey. But yeah, we'll give the credits where the credits are due. I'm just gonna let those roll for a minute. Stamper? You mean like the animator? No way. But yeah, this Donkey Kong Country 2 is just so much better. Like a lot of sequels, it usually blows the original out of the water. And then in a lot of games, the third one sometimes is the weakest. It's usually the case with movies, I noticed. Like, I thought the third Back to the Future was probably the weakest one, as I love the second one. And I think, oh yeah, Smokey and the Bandit 3, the third one's not very good. Although I really do like the early 80s Trans Am that they used for that movie, even if it's not the iconic one from the original. It looks more so like the car from Knight Rider. Presented by Nintendo. And this playthrough has been presented by Fromark of Fromark Industries. And I thank you all for tuning in. And I hope you had as much fun as I did. And I hope there are many more fun times to come and many more playthroughs. And I will see you in the next game, folks. Fromark out.